Alright. What is going on? Did I fix this? Oh, wait, look at that. I got mail. I got mail on my vets. Oh, let's go. Okay. Hey. Oh, that's zoomed in. How do I reset this again? Oh, wait, display capture's on. Okay, that's fine. Cool. We're gonna do some stuff really quick before we get started, so let some people roll in here, so we can start talking about this nonsense that is Dragonflight, man. I'm excited. I'm like low-key excited for what's gonna happen. Oh, look at this, dude. Coolzo, you hooked it up, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Minor speed for boots, hidden satyr, 2 agi, 2 stay. Yes. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's everything I asked for. What's up, Naval? How you doing? Welcome, guys. I got 24 hours of game time on my veteran account, so I'm updating the shaman. Oh, I got that Ghost Iron Dragonling finally. I'm happy about it. So yeah, the video that I made recently with the enhanced build that I said, and I was like, well, the changes that I would make, I actually went and got some of the gems that I wanted to change. Yep, we're gonna talk about that. Nothing here. What a good name. Yeah. There's some stuff there, huh? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm excited though. All right. Let me log on to the warrior. Uh-oh. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, there's some changes that are looking really cool. Oh my god. Oh, it's just recovered items. Jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna open everything. Couple Crusader enchants, a new Dragonling, some gems. These are all items from running dungeons. I think it was from running my ass through... Oh my god, there's so many. I think it was from running my ass through... yeah, talents. This is from running through Stratholme, because while I was waiting for my thing to get answered, my ticket to get answered, I went and got my Runeblade. So I'm going to be updating my Horde warrior, because he is in trash gear, basically. Oh my god, look at how much crap I have. That's full, and I'm full. Jeez. Okay. Hey, Thunder Socks. Yeah, you caught a stream. Yeah. You got a Shami fully geared. You just missed. I got 24 hours on my veteran account, so I got a nice package from Horde War Machine. The guys hooked it up with some new gems for the warrior, because this dude was Fury originally, and I gemmed him really strange, like 2 strength, 2 verse, which was really dumb. I had no idea what I was doing when I initially did this, and it doesn't play well with the new version of Crusader with the less strength, because originally I had like 20-something% haste, higher verse, because I was gemming straight haste and versatility. So like, you know, it worked, and it relied heavily on the... Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic. I got some time on this account in order to update this character. And I'm basically going to be building this warrior out just like the warrior video that I just made recently. I have to sell a bunch of shit that I don't need. Mail plate is fine. I'll just keep for now because I don't know what's good. I can't use bows or wands. Okay, and I can grab the rest of this shit, I think. But I got a document that I'm gonna pull up, and we're gonna talk through some of the topics that have been announced. So yeah, this set has like 0 main stat. It was really stupid. This was like the second character I made, and I was like, I'm gonna try some stupid Fury set, and it worked. But because you could lean on Crusader, right? So yeah, it wasn't a very good set, but I'm changing it up. I'm fixing it. It's gonna be fine. All those. What else is in here? My bag's full again. Oh my god. All right, jewelry. I don't think I can sell the cloth stuff. I'm gonna keep that helmet. Mail. I can't use any leather stuff. None of that's any good. All right. Hopefully that's enough bag space for whatever the hell is here. Okay, and then these are all keys because this game is kind of broken. Hammer of the Titans. Hey, what's up, Ocho? Hey, guys. All right. So we got a big ol' announcement. Not an announcement, but yeah, an expansion announcement. I already made a video on that stuff. I gotta turn the Windows volume down. Hold on. For my ears, I got sensitive old ears. And basically, I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the stuff that has been announced for DF. What? I just had. Oh, it opened literally a new. There we go. Okay, that's a big wall of text that we're gonna talk about. I'm excited. Lots of stuff to talk about. Okay. Shall we get started? Are we all good? Are we comfy? Take this off. Because I got a lot I want to talk about. Obviously. If it wasn't... Hey, currently leveling your new DH20s. Twink, nice, dude. Nice. Let me know how you like DH. I think they're really good in arenas, and they're a little slept on. Dude, by the way, if you guys go, well, maybe I'll post the Twitch stuff here, but there's a VOD on my Twitch channel of some arenas. And DKs, unholy DKs in arenas were pumping, dude. It was doing some crazy damage. Okay. So basically... Frost Mage is fun. I still haven't made a mage. I want to. But I might do a linked free-to-play mage or something like that. Or just, yeah, I'll probably just do a linked free-to-play mage or something. Because I just want to give it a shot with whatever gear I can get, basically. I don't think we need as much gear as people think. So, okay, I guess we can get started on this. Can you guys see this good? 36% crit and it pumps? I bet, dude. I bet. Got beer settled in. Proceed with the lecture, Professor Sig. Well, so. I will proceed with the lecture. And not a shitty accent or whatever. 1.5. So, wow, that's an impressive cone of... Thunder, that's an impressive cock. Cone of cold, COC. Get your minds out of the gutter, you fucking weirdos. Okay, so we'll start off basically with the talents. I've got links, obviously, here to all of the articles that I've been reading up on. I've been paying attention to the Wowhead articles that are coming through because, Wowhead has just been posting literally everything. Literally, I think they're posting, an article every couple hours. Besides overnight, they actually let 8 hours lapse between posting. Hey Matthew, I'm glad you like the videos, man. I appreciate it. So, as far as talents go, there's a bunch of knowns. Happy Friday, by the way. Yeah, you guys, it's Friday. Hope y'all are you're here, so you're sitting at home. I was gonna say, I hope you guys are doing something exciting and you're watching my stream. But thank you. So there's quite a few things that are actually known and have been quote unquote confirmed, or more or less confirmed by interviews and Wowhead and people here and there and whatever. So this is all of everything that we know that has been posted from the Wowhead stuff. The 60 revamp of Uldor. I haven't. You talking to Uldor? I haven't heard of that, Randall, sorry. But basically, as far as talents go, we know quite a few things. We know that there is going to be 2 trees, right? We've all seen the pictures on it. If not, go Google it. You'll find it. Uldaman. Okay, why did that get blocked? Show. Uldaman. Yeah. So, you're going to have 2 trees. You're going to have your class tree and your spec tree, right? Out of the gate, very straightforward for the most part. Your class tree, they've said, is going to be focused on utility. So very cool. And your spec tree is going to be more performing your role, right? So, for example, if you're a druid, that's the only one we've seen, right? Your boomy role is going to be probably increasing DPS as you go down the tree. You know, same for cat form or for barrel. For guardian, it's going to help you tank more, you know, better, right? Like that's what your spec role is probably going to be focused on. As far as the different shapes of the trees for the pictures we've saw, I will pull up the one of the articles so I can visualize what the hell I'm talking about. Of course, it's not on this one. Was it? I swear it was that article. They post these pictures and then like to get you to click on the article, and then the picture isn't in the actual article, so it's pissing me off a little bit. Maybe this one? Dude. Hello? Oh, so it looks like, and I'll get to this in a second, actually. I'll get to it in a minute. Hold on. I can't find the damn thing. Whatever, we're just gonna go through this. You really hope the class talent trees aren't just new cosmetic path to your current talent selection. So I'm a little concerned about that as well. So hey, what's up, Poutine? Waza. How you doing, buddy? They said that there isn't any new abilities being added. The Covenant abilities are actually going to be tied into the trees for some classes, from what I've heard. Covenants aren't going away, so I don't know what that means for 70s. But it's kind of weird. Let me see where I read that. I'll get to that in a second. But as far as if you look at the trees, like visibly, the squares are active abilities, circles are passive abilities, and hexagons you get to choose an ability. This one was really, really, really interesting to me because it's cool. Like not only are you going to go through and be able to get, you know, active abilities, which is like buttons that you press, obviously. Yeah, right. I hope hunters get less abilities just altogether, and I have a feeling they will. Something's telling me. You're just farming better gear. I'm glad you're back, Waza. Glad you're back. So this is the one that really piques my interest, though, is the hexagons that you can actually choose an ability with, right? Like it's kind of cool. We might have a little bit of hybridization. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word, but yeah. Basically that if we can get to a point in the tree too where we can choose a different ability, that's going to be kind of cool too. But you're going to be able to modify some of your stats on the way to getting that, right? So it's not just going to be like it is now where you hit 20 and you get to choose an ability or whatever it is. You're going to be able to actually it's a word now. You're going to actually be able to like get there in like a different way, maybe, right? At least 1 or 2 different possible ways. So it's kind of cool that there's going to be like, you're still going to have that option to like choose different abilities once you get there, but you can also customize your class on the way there. Kind of cool. Trees will mostly consist of 1 point per node, with a few having 2 to 3 ranks, which makes sense, right? You have to be 3 out of 3 or 2 out of 3 for this node in order to move on to the next one, kind of like classic talents were, which makes sense. You know, it's cool. I like that. I'm so happy about this talent revamp. I hope they actually fulfill on it. I really do. Obviously, like I said, nodes can be abilities or passives, and hexagons can choose an ability, so that's cool. Passives can be effects. I copy and pasted this stuff, I swear to God. So this is how they said. So, passives can be effects previously. Oh, I'm an idiot. Can be effects previously found on conduits, artifacts, or azurite. So they're basically pulling. It sounds like they're basically going to be pulling all of the spells and stuff that they had existing in the last, what, 3 expansions, and just being like, all right, what did we like from here? And they're going to be putting it in the trees, which is kind of cool. Interesting, right? I don't know a lot about the azurite gear. And as far as artifacts go, are they talking about legendaries? I'm a little confused by this one. What do they mean when they're talking about passive effects that are found on artifacts? Oh, I guess your neck piece, right? That would technically be considered an artifact or a weapon, right? Hey, what's up, Dominism GG? What's up? Welcome. We're talking Dragonflight speculation. Like legendaries from Legion, I don't know. Legion artifacts? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Legion artifacts, that makes sense. I forgot. There's so much that's going on in WoW that I just, like, since we don't deal with it anymore, has just went out of, like, the other side of my head. Like, I just threw it out. So that's kind of cool. Passives can have effects previously found. Okay, so they're basically taking and reiterating on all of that stuff. We'll get there. We'll get there, Dominism. We're covering talents right now, but we will get there, I promise you. Some class points may be filled out when you select your spec. And I have a question mark there because it says free. I put freebies. So in one of these articles, and in the announcement, actually, that's true, we did have to farm the relics for it, but I forgot that those were called artifacts, like just now, because I'm an idiot. So, yeah. So yeah, some classes. So I'm assuming what's gonna happen is when you pick your actual spec, you'll get a couple spells on your class tree that has a couple things filled out already. So you're going to be able to technically get, like, instead of starting with 0 points in your class tree, you're going to start off with, like, 3 points in your class tree. That's my speculation there. And I'll get there. But this is, like I said, this is what we know. PvP talents continue to, what the fuck is, scroll down. PvP talents will continue to work the way that they do. There will be a PvP talent choice nodes. We've seen it. It's at the bottom, right? The new talent UI frame where you would choose extra effects while in PvP situations. I hope they're just modifiers onto the current abilities. That would be my hope. But we'll see, to be completely honest. Do you think you're going to play this new expansion endgame? I'm going to try it. I try every expansion. It just depends on how long I am able to, that it's able to hold my attention for, to be honest. So yeah, I will try max level out, but especially because we're gonna have to see how it turns out for 20s, right? If it's like unplayable at 20s, or if we have Shadowlands Covenants at 20s, it's gonna be like, well, why do I want to play last expansion? You know what I mean? Why would I play last expansion endgame? I chose to play 20s last expansion, so, like, it doesn't make sense to want to play 20s if we have Covenants. So maybe I won't. We'll have to see, honestly. We will have to see. And I'm not saying, like, I'm gonna absolutely hate it, but if it's anything like it was at endgame, I'm probably not gonna enjoy it. So at max level, they were saying you're going to be able to fill out about 2/3 of your tree. So I'm assuming they're talking about one tree, like the class tree, and the spec tree. You'll probably make it at least all the way down. So yeah, that's kind of it's kind of expected, right? I think they said something like you're going to have like 60 points or something like that. 60, right? Because you're going from 10 to 70, you get points per. So yeah, you have like 61 points, and it's split between your class and your spec tree. So you'll have like, it's alternating too. So you'll have like half in one and half in another. So that's kind of cool. That's you're not just gonna be able to like fill out the entire tree with your, you know, like get every ability, because that would be stupid. They were saying that Blizzard would like to be able to share talent trees like outfits, but no concrete plans on that currently. So do you know how you can save them in like profiles? I don't know if you guys saw that on everything, but you're going to be able to save and switch them instantly and anywhere. You're not going to have to go somewhere to swap them, which I always thought was a pain in the ass. So it is nice that it's going to be free, not going to cost you anything, and you're going to be able to just swap them anywhere. So if you're in the middle of a raid and you're healing, but we need more DPS. Well, oh, so-and-so can heal. They have better healing gear. All right, well, then I'll swap DPS because I have better DPS gear. You know, whatever, something. So it's cool that you're going to be able to do that. And all this information is coming from Wowhead articles, guys. So if you're curious, go there and find some more information if you want. All right, so some speculation, at least for 20s. I don't want to look at any of the actual talent trees, like the pictures that they have up right now, because it's all subject to change, right? There's not even a beta out yet. We don't know anything about looking like, oh, if you look at the druid tree, there's 3 abilities as soon as you click balance, and like you're gonna get boomkin form right here at like level 10. Like that would be awesome, right? That would be so cool. But I don't want to like jump to conclusions on that yet, right? So what we're kind of guessing, because they're saying talent points are going to alternate, vice versa, you're going to have 6 points in your class and 5 points in your spec, because you're going to have 11 points total, because you get 1 at 10 and you get 1 all the way up to 20. Makes sense. And then like I said with the freebies, so you're going to have a couple points already in your class spec. So like if you select, I'm assuming, if you select balance, right, as a spec, you get 3, say you get 3 nodes in your class tree. Well, if you get those 3 nodes for free and you get 6 points, you could possibly make it all the way down to like 9 points in your class tree. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where my head's at with it. We're gonna be able to further ourselves into our class tree a little bit with like utility. So I'm kind of excited to see what we can do. I think it's gonna make some like hybrid situations. So let me take a gander at what you guys are talking about here. Have you seen the question mark WoW video? It's blowing up right now. If you send it, are you in my Discord? If you're in my Discord, you could send it there and I'll take a look at it. If not, feel free to join and send it in there. Here. What else do you guys say here? You wonder if new Bisc gear will be craftable one, or if it's just going to be for endgame. I kind of hope that we're going to be able to take advantage of those crafting tables, or the way the order works. I think we will for veterans. I think it's going to be, you can send through DMs. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. But don't read the comments. Oh, okay. Is it super like racy or anything? Like could I watch it on stream? So, yeah, I haven't seen that video. You're bummed out to hear that SL is moving to Chromie time. I could go the rest of my life without seeing the inside of its fall again. I am really not looking forward to going back to those zones, to be honest, because I already played through them. I mean, granted, I've played through all of BC and everything else, and it's completely TOS friendly. Okay, that's fine. I'll probably watch it and we'll react to it. Yeah, I know crafting is supposed to fill a larger role, and I'm excited to see what that is for 20s. I'm not. We'll get there. So that's kind of what we know for talents, right? And then kind of what we're speculating. Do you guys speculate? Do you guys have any other ideas of what talents like we could possibly see? Is there? Do you guys think? I'm trying to figure out if I'm like, obviously this doesn't seem like very much speculation, but like I kind of just take everything at face value, so I don't really know what other kind, like what else I could speculate about talents, you know? Am I gonna test the PTR? Yeah, probably. Once it's out there. Oh my god, it's 21 minutes long. Okay. That's a long fucking video, dude. Maybe we'll watch it towards the end of the stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. I understand what you're saying now. All right, cool. I'd like to see talents affect spells in a big way, like elemental overload can now proc on itself. Yeah, like stuff like that, right? That would be really cool. I really hope that not a whole lot of spells end up coming from it, but there probably will be, right? I'm kind of expecting that. What's the worst case scenario? We get Covenant abilities and they're really unbalanced, and then they, like during pre-patch, and then they patch them and leave the grandfathered Covenant abilities that are really, really strong. But everybody that's playing right now, it's gonna be, I think, a little bit different than SL pre-patch. I think there's a lot more people playing 20s right now versus when SL was on release. So I'm curious to see if more people lean into 20s during pre-patch because they saw how much they missed out on things. So that's kind of where my head's at. I gotta close this vent to this room because it is so hot in here already. Actually, I'll be right back. Just a second. Turn the heat down a little bit. All right. Okay, sorry about that. So, there's that about talents, I guess. Yeah, so they were saying that Covenant abilities are going to remain, right? So we're moving on to now other known things. Covenant abilities will remain and will override the talents if picked, which is, I'm confused at how this is going to work. So what I'm confused at is, like, are people going to... Like, when you pick are you still going to have to pick a Covenant? Are you still going to have to go back to Shadowlands and manage your Covenant and switch Covenants for boss fights and whatever? Like, that part is really, really confusing to me. I don't understand how this is going to happen. Unless what they do is they take the Covenant abilities, like all the different ones, and like build them into the... Like, for example... Sorry, I'm not finishing a sentence. Like, for an example, Boomkins, right, with Convoke. Like, if that's just going to be a spell in the talent tree, then I think that that's fine, right? But I really hope that when we, like, I don't know. We need people to be more creative. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of level 20 YouTubers. There's a handful of us. Like, quite literally a handful. Yeah, right, you can switch talents at any time, but I wonder if Covenant abilities are going to make, like, if we're going to have to swap them constantly. If they're baked into the talent tree, I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine, whatever. But I just heavily disagree with the idea of having to go back to SL and swap Covenants and whatever. Like, I don't even know how you do it now, to be completely honest. So there's that. The PV. So I saw this today, and they said PvP was gonna go back to the WAD system, which I don't know what it was because I didn't really PvP during Warlords of Draenor. I actually raided this expansion and hated it, even though it was pretty good. But I didn't understand what it was saying. There was an interview with Bajira. So there's going to be PvP vendors again, just like SL. And then actually, I wonder if I can just watch that. I don't know if 20's gear is going to change, to be honest. I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting there, Pablo. Be patient, my friend. So, as far as PvP gear goes, I wonder if we're going to go back, like, was 20's scaling in PvP? Was 20's just highest eye level mattered? Like, what? I don't know enough about Warlords of Draenor to understand how their PvP system was. Yeah, the talent system is honestly what I'm excited for, and like you said too, I'm on the same page as you. If they screw it up, I probably won't be playing very long. All right, let me just find that video, and we'll just watch it. I think it's an interview with Bajira, which is so funny because he's a cool dude and everything, but I feel like he's one of the most generic PvPers of all of them. Where the hell is it? What? There it is. Oh, I'm really excited for Professions 2. WAD big numbers. I don't know about that. You don't remember either? Okay. So if max level increases, that means we can use higher level stuff. There's not going to be any more squishing. So they're not doing any of that. But we are going to get access to other zones, and I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a second. Right, max level PvP gear is going to scale up. I did see that, so that I finally found the article. I'll make this bigger so y'all can see. So let's see. He said basically down here, and I'll just watch it because who cares? We're thinking of getting back to a system where conquest gear just scales up to that PvP item level ceiling regardless of your rating. Once it's conquest gear, that's the best stuff for PvP, period. And then upgrading it and progressing through the ranks from Duelist, Gladiator, and so forth is raising the PvE item level to let you bring it into other high-end content, if that's what you want to do. We think it'll make for a better, more skill-oriented and competitive experience on the PvP side. Like, that sentence doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if I'm reading it wrong or what. Once it's conquest gear, that's the best stuff for PvP, period, and then upgrading it and progressing through the ranks from Duelist, Gladiator, and so forth, raising up the PvE item level to let you bring it to other high-end content if that's what you want to do. I don't understand that. Yeah, I hope we don't have to re-gear our 20s. I really do. Obviously a skill gap there. All right, let's see what he actually has to say. Let's see if it makes more sense in words than me actually reading it.
Awesome. So just the final thought that I coalesce is rated solo queue is part of the plan.
Yep,
very cool. All right, so we also mentioned another thing that's always a hot topic for WoW. There's like levels in which like some seasons gear is super important, some seasons gear is not as important. There's all kinds of different ways of acquiring and upgrading your gear. So with Shadowlands, we've seen gear acquisition primarily through like at least conquest gear, the best gear in the game. That's really all I'm like super worried about is you get your best gear from the game at playing arena at a high level or RBGs at a high level, and then upgrading with honor if you need to. How do you guys like that system compared to some that's like, you know, we've heard about like WoD, which is like maybe the most simple, where it's like you just get this gear and it scales up in arena, and that's just is what it is. Everybody at the same rating gets the same thing. How does that feel? And I guess the third one to chime into was with like Legion, where it's like actually just all normalized. Yeah. Except for eye level.
Yeah, I feel like we've tried everything.
Yeah.
when I talk about this topic, I'm like, I've talked with other designers at other studios, other games that have PvE, PvP elements, and I'm like, oh man, we've tried it all.
Yeah.
I think based on a lot of the feedback we've seen from the community, that Warlords, Draenor type system, that seems what people want, and that's what we're aiming for. So that's kind of what we're going to be targeting. We have PvP item level and PvE item level, and our plan is to basically do like 2 tiers of PvP item level.
Okay.
Get your honor gear. You buy the honor gear, and you can get up to a certain point. Let's just call it like 113.
Sure. Yeah. Just random level.
And then you buy conquest gear, and that would be like 126. So and it would always be that high PvP item level,
Right.
and it would be something probably around like heroic, or it would go up to like heroic, and for honor gear, and like conquest would go up to like mythic. And
Okay.
so, people might be able to bring mythic gear in because, they've done their content and it's still pretty good in PvP.
Yeah.
But, we've done things with like trinket set bonuses, PvP set bonuses, that to try and discourage a lot of the items that come from raids that are problematic, particularly trinkets.
Yeah.
And then other cantrip items. I'm not really bothered, to be honest with you, if like some cantrip item sneaks into PvP. Like, I think it's okay for you to go out and you're a really intense player of this game and you want to go find 1 or 2 items from a raid or from a Mythic Plus and bring them into PvP and they're good. I think that's okay. I think it's a world game.
Yep.
It's RPG PvP. Go out, get those things, make yourself better. I think when
Wow,
we're
that's a
talking
word.
about like go get everything from somewhere that's not PvP, that's a big problem.
Yeah.
And actually even get the majority of your stuff from not PvP.
Right. I mean, what you just described probably is a situation where, like, if people only want to do PvP, that's the only thing that they log into and acquire their gear from. A full set of PvP gear is going to be very competitive.
Yes.
Even if you're like, okay, there's this one trinket from this one boss that if you get it at Mythic eye level, it
What happened?
had on my own list, and hopefully some of the things that, even though I was joking with you guys that I wasn't just going to
okay.
tell Link could have.
It skipped, but okay. Yeah, that's kind of what their plan is, I guess, for PvP. So, like you said, it sounds like they're gonna have PvP item level. Things are gonna scale up, but it sounds like they're only gonna have like 2 ranks to it. So that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Then this is for endgame, and this is cool for me because that's what I'm gonna be, spending my endgame time doing is getting this kind of gear. So it's cool. Your PvP, all your efforts in PvP are gonna be good for PvP. Cool, good. I like it. Excuse me. Last time you saw this guy was with Swifty. Damn. There was another streamer that was talking about WoD PvP, and it was a lot of fun. Okay. Cat PvP like 20s versus levelers, enter combat, and it's dead. As long as you're not geared, you just fodder. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the case. I mean, that's how it is in any bracket, right? If you're not a twink, you're just getting in the way. That's how it is in the 19s bracket for TBC, and that's how it is in 20s as well. So like that's never gonna change. That's expected, I think. I'm gonna mess with something really quick because I realized. There we go. I was really dark. There we go. Okay. You can see me now. Okay. So, as far as that PvP changes go, that's kind of cool. I'm excited to see what it's like. I guess it was better in WoD. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So yeah, we'll see. Let me turn the music back on here. Will BOE farming still be relevant? Probably. Especially if these new zones open up for us. But I have to actually ask you guys some questions. We'll see if, who knows what. So as far as Chromie goes, this is known, right? They stated this. Players will be able to, from level 1 to 60 in any expansion up to Shadowlands. I think that means including Shadowlands, if I'm not mistaken, right? So instead of only from 1 to 50, with this change, Shadowlands enters to the set of expansions available to level with Chromie Time, creating new Chromie Time phases in all of Shadowlands leveling zones. So that means that we are going to be able, this right here means that we are going to be able to get into Shadowland zones. Right here. This is saying it. We get Shadowland zones. And then they said the new player experience will remain untouched with the arrival of Dragonflight. And I put this in brackets here because that means that free-to-play players will not have access to Shadowland zones. As far as Chromie Time goes, right? You can't just queue for a Shadowlands dungeon or whatever. But you'll probably, and this is an assumption. This is an assumption, actually. Here, let me see. So you'll probably be able to get to the Shadowlands on a Shadowlands for free to play, but you won't be able to queue up for dungeons. So yeah, maybe through a calling board or something like that, I could definitely see that. You fed a soul fire to the face while he was shredding me in melee. He didn't kick it? Oh no. Oh no. If it was especially in a BG, he didn't have a bomb belt? Oh no. So as far as as far as we've said so far, we will get Shadowland zones. Now, here's one of the problems with this as well, and here's another speculation I guess I can go to. For SL, currently, right now, if you select Threads of Fate, you get to select a Covenant. Right? You can do that. So the question is, are we going to be able to do that at 20? Is this going to be, our Covenant's going to be locked to level 50 or level 60 minimum, right? I could see it being locked until level 50, that you can't do Threads of Fate. But at the same time, like, yeah, because they'll just have you run through and do the Shadowlands story, right? Through just like you would initially with all the zones. That's got to be what it is, right? We'll have all four zones, thus all 4 leveling dungeons. You mean leveling zones, or do you actually mean leveling dungeons? Let me see. Let me look at what dungeons we actually have of it. I don't know what the leveling dungeons are considered. I'm assuming Juke just kicked after eating stuns. Oh my god, okay. That's understandable. Good for you. You're a good player. Alright, so I don't know which ones are considered leveling dungeons. Is it the other side, Halls of Atonement, Mists of Turnasithia, and I'm gonna say Plaguefall? No. I don't know which are considered. I think these 4. Yeah, I don't actually know. Spires of Ascension. Okay, that's a leveling one. Necrotic Wake, I think, was. No, Theater of Pain. I don't know. It's been so long since I've played. So it'll probably be Halls of Scythia. Spires. Yeah, Spires definitely was a leveling one. I remember doing this one. I think Necrotic Wake technically was. Yeah. So it requires level 50. So these are considered leveling ones. So Spires might not have been. The other side might not have been. Halls of Atonement looks like it was. Mists of Turnasithia was. Plaguefall was. Necrotic Wake. This one was not. Spires was not. Theater of Pain was not. Okay, so it looks like these 4. Right? No, I was wrong. Anyway, I get it. There's going to be 4 dungeons possibly that are available to us. Necrotic Wake, Halls, Plaguefall, and Turno were the ones for leveling. Okay. So these dungeons are going to be available to us, which is interesting. So let's see. None of this, can any of this stuff proc sockets? That's kind of my question. I don't think it does, right? So mastery, haste mastery ring. Increase your armor by 211 and regenerate to 532 health every 1 second for 6 seconds, but you are slowed by 50%. That's an interesting trinket. Plaguefall trinket, what was out of that one? This one? Or, oh, file. Every 5 seconds, your next melee ability applies liquefying ooze, dealing nature damage over 30 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. I remember that was really strong, wasn't it? You're so sure the rest of the quest will remain, but the bonuses will be deactivated. That's what they've done with artifact weapons, corrupted gear, etc. That's kind of where my head's at too, is I don't think they're going to... I think covenants are going to remain, but I don't think we're going to be able to get them. So I think the only thing that we're going to have to look forward to out of dungeons at least is maybe some weapons, maybe, and trinkets, to be honest. That's all I can... Level 60. Playful? Yeah. I looked at that one already. It's a level 60, so maybe. All of it can proc? No way. Can it all proc sockets? So, no. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop. Confirmed? Shadowlands gear can proc... You know what? Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Dust, for example. Drustlord's Great Axe. Let's see. That tells me if we get access to these dungeons, that means we're gonna be farming this shit for gear. Obviously only where it makes sense, right? Which kind of honestly is kind of cool. So hear me out here, right? Like obviously everyone's like, no, I don't want to grind new dungeons and stuff, but like, hear me out here. If you need a haste verse strength trinket or strength one hand for whatever, or here we go, haste verse ring. There's another haste verse ring that isn't resin. Aren't you guys excited to not farm resin? Like, let me see. Stitch fleshes. Misplaced signet. Let's see. So, oh, it's right there. Stitch flesh. What a name. All of it can proc turrets and sockets. Ooh, so if we get certain dungeons, yeah. So for example, we can get another ring that's haste verse, and this one's actually haste heavy versus the opposite, where it's you have 250 resin kills, not a single socket, bro. What? Yeah. So this gives more variety. This is not a bad thing, you guys, and it opens up new trinkets, which is cool. Hook an enemy who is within 8 yards, causing them to bleed for 349 physical damage every 1 second, reducing their movement speed by 50%. Last 10 seconds or until they move more than 16 yards away from you. Very cool. 2-minute cooldown. Oh, I like that one. That'll be fun for a warrior, dude. It's a strength trinket too. Let's go. I'm actually looking forward to this now. Yeah, that's actually seems really cool, right? Yeah, dude, I actually have really good luck with the socket ring from resin. I've got it on every character that I've needed it on within like maybe 20 runs. Granted, no like useful turret, but I don't care about turrets. They've never interested me. So, anyway, yeah, if we get those dungeons for at least the leveling zones, because so for like let me see something really quick. Let's figure this out. What dungeons are in the 2 BFA zones? That's a raid. There's Underrot. We don't have access to Underrot, do we? No. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh my god, click it. So we only have access to these two. There's a ton more. But what zones do we have access to? I'm trying to think. Tultazar and Freehold. I'm kind of interested to see where the BOE farming goes. Yeah, I'm right there with you. It would be cool if we got a few more BFA dungeons. I'm not gonna lie. Like, let me see here. What else do we get from here? King's Rest. Yeah, some just having more options than just TBC and BFA stuff is actually going to be cool. And actually, this opens up cool stuff for linked free-to-play characters to get better weapons and stuff. So that's if, this is speculation now, if more BFA dungeons open up, right? I don't think raids are ever going to be open to 20s. I don't see them adjusting anything else below. Back, like, downward, you know. I just don't see them doing it. So, as far as that not happening, so now we'll move on to, like, we're talking about zones and gear, so that's kind of lines up perfectly with what else I was going to talk about here. We're obviously talked about BFA and SL dungeons opening up. Is there other Kata dungeons that we don't have access to currently? Like, can we queue for these? I actually don't know what we can and what we can't. Like, how cool? ZG. Is it technically a dungeon? It is. Oh, that actually straight up says there's a target there. That's level 30 though. Tolvir. Shadowfang Keep. Yeah, we can get to that. Yeah, there's a lot of trinkets in there like that could be good, man. It would be cool if they opened a bunch of other stuff up, honestly. I think it would be very cool. Crit Mastery. Underout, Motherlold, Toldagar. Yeah, so like, let's see. Wait, what did you say? Oh, that was for BFA. Yeah, Toldagar. Now these are level 30 though, so I don't think we're gonna get these. I don't think they're gonna turn these down to us, but they might. Yeah, who knows? Under Rock, Crawling Tusk would be. Which what is that for? What's Crawling Tusk for? Let me. Krog Tusk. I can't read. Bile-stained Krog Tusks. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a fist weapon. Oh, a poison. Excuse me. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Sorry. Yeah. Agility. Agility trinket. Or agility weapon. Okay. So that would be cool if we could get more dungeons to open up, right? That'd be sick. I would actually be really happy about it. The only thing that would suck is obviously having to pay for a sub to get more, to get gems to get sent over, or to have to farm more gems in general, depending on what your gearing has, right? Okay. Some more speculation about the zones is that maybe more Kata. Well, we already know SL zones are going to open up, right? That's been said. So I don't know why I said that. I'm thinking more Kata zones will open up. So right now, for example, what Kata zones do we There's Hyjal, which is 30 to 50. I'm just assuming that's going to get knocked down to 10 or whatever. There's Uldum, right? Yeah, Uldum. I could see that opening up maybe, which means that those 2 dungeons might open up, right? So there's some Kata zones that I would be surprised if they didn't open up to us. We do have, no, it's Highlands. What am I thinking? Twilight Highlands, which also has Grimbatol, which also has some cool trinkets and rings. You know, would be more stuff that would open up. This is what I'm not. Oh, okay. Since we're on the topic of other stuff, Shadowlands mission table. Do y'all know about this? I'm assuming, I don't know how many of you actually. Let me log on my main really quick. Hold on a second. Oh, hi, that's my face. Hello. Let me log on my 60 for a second. So if you don't know what the table is, I'll show you. If I can remember how to even get there, to be completely honest. It's kind of weird. I can see my face. I don't like it. Anyway. Oh, I can probably change it to this now for you. Okay. Halls of Origination. I don't think I played that or did that one. New Covenant Calling. How do I get to my Sanctum? How do I... Oh, that's another thing that they said they were going to keep something like the Great Vault in the game. So that will be a thing. I don't remember how to get to my damn... Maybe it's this. I have not played 60 in so long. My gear is terrible. What? Hello? So I think I have to like fly to my thing. I don't remember how to get there. Where's the fly person? What's up? Mrs. needs to give me another buzz. Yeah, my hair's growing out a little bit already. Let me see here. Is it Heroes Rest or is it Elysian Fold? I don't know. We'll fly there, and I'll talk about it as my character flies there. So this is one thing that I'm was brought up on the forums, and I'm curious about, but I don't know enough about them. The rare scaling might end up being screwed up. So as it stands right now, let me find the post by Mr. Rise. So basically he said, and this is true of today's standards, or what happens today, I guess I should say. Where did it go? So right now, Ravendreth treasures currently don't have higher level requirements on them, which is why 49 twinks, they do exist. I don't know why, but they do exist. 49s pursue them. That's what Blizz needs to fix before DF, or we'll get a week or 8 of low level characters running around in eye level 128 to 140 gear. If you could get a level 20 to Ravendreth today, they could likely loot these chests. So that is something that, you know, that's what I am very, very concerned about. What Covenant is the event there? I don't know. I have no idea. As a 49, I don't think you can pick a Covenant yet. But yeah, so the SL mission table, is that going to be open to us? Or is it not, because we're not going to be able to pick a Covenant, right? So, no, my warrior is actually What is this? I don't even remember what this covenant is. Kyrian. Yeah, he's a Kyrian because the spear was like really good. So I definitely went Kyrian for PvP. You can pick a covenant at 48? Really? I thought you had to at... Oh, that's right, because you can enter Shadowlands technically at 48, can't you? Yeah, mission table needs a covenant. Okay. Yep, I am Kyrian. So yeah, for example. Like, let me see what's on the mission table today. If we get to pick a covenant, which would be interesting. And I'm not sure that it would be a thing. But let's see what we have here. My level 190 choker. That's pretty good. My level 190 pants. Like, if this stuff doesn't scale down, like, what if we get to do the Maw? What if we get to do Torghast? What if we get to farm legendaries? What if the legendary effects work? That's stuff that I am not excited for. And so, other than that, us having access to Shadowlands, right? All 4 of these zones are the same level, right? What treasures am I talking about? That's for Ravendreth, for this zone. There's a shitload of treasures around here that have, I think they respawn. I could be wrong, but yeah, you can loot them for really good gear, I guess. Some of them, I don't know. There's chests so that you can go and like grab this one, and I thought there was epic gear here, but anyway. God, man, that would suck though. Like, because then I would have to get a warrior with these Gauntlets of the Unhinged, which means you have Blade Storm and double Mortal Strikes at 20. Oh, imagine. Oh my god. I don't want to. And then lastly, so this is where my head just went. Is the music really loud? I just realized. Is that better? Fuck, was that loud? Was it that loud the whole time? Hey, what's up, Sketch? We're just wrapping things up, man. So, the last real question was, do socket greens drop in SL? And that was, you know, we've kind of figured out that they probably can. So vets are probably going to be able to farm certain areas in SL for greens. Now, the problem that we were kind of thinking about is all of these zones are leveling zones, right? They're 50 to 60, which means if they open up for 20s, they're going to scale to, 20 from 10 to whatever, right? Sadly, this means that if all of these scale the same, then that means free-to-play characters will not have, unless we get to go to fucking Zereth Mortis, or the Maw, and those are like level 25 minimum cap zones. Then they're not going to have a chance at getting socket gear again as level 20 free to plays. So, what add-on is that? Which one? Yeah, it could be. That's why all this is speculation. If they miss a bunch of shit and then they patch it later and don't go back and fix the previous things, it could be a weird nightmare. And I think we all kind of know that, but everybody's concerned. And then as far as Renown goes, sadly Renown is coming back. It is going to be a thing again. I actually don't know how to figure out. Oh, hey, look, I'm level 38 Renown. I don't even know. So for endgame characters, Renown is going to be a thing, but it's going to be shared amongst all of the reputations, is what they were saying. So I'm super not looking forward to Renown being a thing again, because especially here's why. And I don't know if they changed this recently or not, but if I wanted to go upgrade this ring, see how it's 2 out of 7. I don't have like any honor right now, I don't think. Where do I actually see how much honor I have? I haven't had to be concerned about that in so long. Oh, I have 53 honor. So last I checked, when I wanted to go upgrade this ring any higher, I needed more renown in order to do that, which means I needed to go like, I don't even know what I would have to do that. Like there's probably a lot of catch-up mechanics and whatever, but I was just like, wait, I can't just like PvP more and get honor and then just upgrade my gear? I have to do something else? Why? I don't care about the story. I'm playing the mini game that's inside your game that you don't care about normally. Let me PvP in order to get my shit, right? Let me do it. I don't know why. So we're gonna have to see, man. It's gonna be an interesting shitstorm of a first couple weeks. I'm sure we're gonna download. A lot of people are gonna download the PTR. I am going to be one of the people that downloads the PTR just to see what we have when 10.0 comes out. That's not going to be for a long while, though, just because they're just allowing the beta opt-ins, like right now. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't really think... I think we've got quite a while before we actually get to worry about this, and I think a lot of these things that we're speculating are gonna like come out, right? We're gonna get answers to a lot of this shit in the coming weeks. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. What are you guys thinking? There won't be any level 25 zones where gear procs, turrets, and sockets because of us specifically. Yeah, probably. And actually, here's another thing. Here's another idea. We actually were speculating this part. What if the eye level 28s are actually a tooltip error, and they actually get bumped up to the correct required level, and all that gear turns red? Like, what the hell if that happens? Holy shit. It's gonna suck. Now, if SL dungeons open up, and if more Kata dungeons open up, and if more BFA dungeons open up, then we'll be able to get more mastery gear with sockets on it, right? For those mastery heavy classes, which okay, that'll make up for losing some of those greens. But like, dude, that would suck for like everybody that spent all of that time. They should let us fly at 20. I doubt they will. There was a thought I had that they were going to possibly raise the level cap. I don't think they're going to. For 20s or for free to play, I don't think they're going to. Dude, I know. Some people are going to do this, and I'm so glad. I think the most I've ever spent on a piece of gear was like maybe 30-40k for a green, and I don't even know if it had a socket. It probably had a socket on it, but yeah, I never paid that insane amount of prices for anything. I've sold some stuff for that much money, but yeah, I've never done that. So that's kind of what my ideas are on this stuff. I kind of want to turn it over to you guys and see what y'all think. I'm gonna swap to one of my selling this cape on Ally. You paid 350k for a ring? Woo! Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, that's so much. But yeah, that was kind of like the last of the speculation was that the eye level 28s that we've gotten actually have screwed up level requirements, and they're actually gonna fix them. So that's, I don't know, man. It could happen. It totally could happen. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at with everything, right? It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm a little concerned. Agiverse leash socket. Okay, well, I guess that's okay. All right. From here, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pick up a couple things on my what are they? I'm gonna pick up a couple things on my. I'm gonna regem this character really quick. So we're going, like I kind of said in my shaman video. Oh, yeah, you can see. Okay. So like I said in my shaman build guide, what I wanted to do was go more. What was it? More mastery, and I wanted to go more stam. So we are going to. I'm actually going to do some math here first before I do anything. Okay. Hey, consumables. Look at that. So we've got an item calculator here on the Twink TV, which is super useful for number crunching nerds. We're gonna go. Shaman. Don't go mastery. Trust you. I'm not going full mastery. What classes are beast? Hey, what's up, Stop? Yeah, I knew I recognized your name there from the Google sheet. I mean, there's a lot of good classes. You sent me a helm for my paladin, which I'm also going to finish. I still have it on him. Don't worry. He's almost finished for his plate set. He's almost finished. I've had a lot of other stuff come up, especially like with COVID and stuff. So I haven't touched my 20s in a minute. So like I have 13 hours left to upgrade the stuff. So there are these characters. So anyway, I'm gonna take all of these gems out that are all +3 agility, and we're gonna go +2 agility, +2 stamina. Instead of like I have some that have crit in here. We're gonna lean heavy into it. Ah, that's true. Thank you for reminding me, Andre. I appreciate that. This has got to go to 29. Okay, so just to crunch some numbers here, let me put these numbers straight in. So I've got 77 crit, 88 haste. Wow, that's oddly satisfying. 57 verse. Right now I have 6 mastery points. Hell yeah. Hey, what was that? Oh, new sub. Thanks, bud. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to like the video, subscribe, hop in the Discord. I'll advertise it again. Oh, CJC, what's up, man? Hey. That's kind of what I was gonna do for some extra mastery. There's a couple socket pieces that I was gonna farm out of some dungeons. I only want to go some mastery. I'm not trying to go 150% mastery, if that's even possible. I'm not trying to go crazy on mastery for this character. I just want a little more than I have, which is 6, right? I have an alliance enhancement, or a shaman, that has all 3 sets, and granted I don't have the high level 44 neck on that shaman. I'm going to have an enhancement set coming up. Yeah, this cape did proc for me. Yeah, this is the Sorrow Scale Cloak of Adaptation. You get this off of that lizard mob right outside of whatever. There's a better bracers that you can get actually. So anyway, what's gonna happen here is we're gonna change all these stats. So let me look at this character. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5 gems that have 2 agi, 2 crit. So I'm gonna be losing 10 crit. So we're gonna knock that down to 67. So we're gonna have 22% crit at level 29, which I think that's enough. That's a lot of crit still, because right now I've got 29, right? So Is that scaled correctly? Wow. It's only 2%. Okay, cool. Anyway. So we're going to lose that much crit. The amount of agility we're going to lose, let's see. There's 1 3-socket gem. Or 1 plus 3 agility gem. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're going to lose 15 agility. So that's going to take us down to brain not work. 1. We have 183 right now. We're going to lose 15 if I go full stamp. So we'll have 168 agility. Or 168 attack power, I should say. And 150 something agility, which is fine. Yeah, Arcane Mage is really good. Yeah, like I said, dude, there's just don't play a Hunter. Play like literally anything besides Hunter, and you'll be good. So, if I go all 2 crit, 2 or 2, oh my god, if I go all 2 agility, 2 stam gems, I'm gonna be down to about 168 attack power, which is fine because I run this trinket, right? 49 agility for 20 seconds. I think it procs somewhere around that. I can't test it out tonight. We're gonna have to test out another time because I have a sub right now technically on this account. So I think those are pretty decent. I'm sad my versatility is so low, sadly. I can get a better set of bracers that actually have more verse on them. There's a belt. Well, that would lose me some versatility there. That's true. That's true. Your enchants do scale up to 29. So, you know, I will have a little more attack power. That's true. That's true, because I think this character has almost 200 attack power in BGs. It's close. It's close. So yeah, some of them scale up, which is good. So yeah, I think that'll actually be fine. And I think, did I ask for an ouch kit? No, I didn't. But I do have the stun belt that I'm gonna get. I can't remember which I went for. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. You're right. So yeah, I'm gonna re-gem. Let's start going through these. I'm gonna replace the 2 agi 2 crit gems first. Boom. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. But dude, having more stamina is gonna be so nice. We're gonna go for somewhere around 2,000 health outside of BGs. Do I have the versatility ring from Nomer? Not on. Yes, I do. Right here. Yeah, so I could always put that on if I wanted to. Yo, Michael Roberts, thank you for the 10 super chat, man. Woo-wee. I appreciate it. Keep it up, brother. Love what you're doing. I appreciate you appreciating me, man. Shit, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Means a lot. Means a whole lot. So yeah, we are going to, what we're doing now, obviously, if you've been listening up, we're replacing the gems on the shaman. Oh, this is your main YouTube, but it's persuasions. Ah, I got you. What's up, dude? Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And if you guys want to also support the channel, you don't have to, obviously. You just being here and watching the bullshit ads that get played for you is enough for me. But you can also click the button down here that join. You can join the channel, which is just like subscribing on Twitch, but it's cheaper. And that is the one time I will plug it for the stream. Then I will not mention it again. But yeah. Alright, so we are at 27% crit right now. There's a set in my shoulders that I can get rid of. So we're at 173 stamina, 1900 health now. Still got 183 attack power because I'm only swapping out the 2/2 gems at first. Yo, what's up, buddy? Thank you for becoming a member. Evan or Stop. I'm gonna hop on 19s in a little bit, man, by the way, because I can't play 20s tonight because I've got a sub on all my accounts right now. So we are gonna hop on some 19s in a little bit, but we're just updating the characters now because I did get a sub, so I got a care package from the homies. I'm rich now? Yeah, right, dude. No. I am a homeowner though, so I guess that just means, you know, I'm middle class now, right? So that that's what that means at least, right? Because I'm a homeowner, that I'm at least middle class. Oh man. All right. So 1900 health. Let's keep going. Let's swap the ring out. Swap this out. Actually, no. I want to go the other way. Because if I want to keep at least 1 3 crit gem, homeowner is richish nowadays. That's kind of what, dude, with the market, the way that it is right now. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So we're hovering around 180 attack power, which is still good. 179 stamina, so we're kind of around the same amount of agility to stam. I want a little bit more. I want to try and at least hit. Let's see, got the pants. I'm gonna put one in the belt. We're gonna kind of spread it around a little bit. You gotta spread the love, right? You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So if you swap pieces out, right, you're not losing a shitload of stamina. 2013 stam or health. That's in at level 20, so that gets scaled up, right? 183 stamina total. We're at 178 attack power, which I think is a good stopping point. I still got 10 gems, so if I find that I still need some more, I can always swap it out later. Hey, there you go. Thank you, man. Yeah, you, I forgot you actually subbed over there, too. If you farm Foam's Fiddle Staff with a Rogue at level 20, can it scale to Epic? I think so. Yeah, I do believe it can. I think that's how you farm it, actually. I don't think anybody that I know of has gotten a Foam Spittle to drop Epic, but I've seen plenty of blue ones. I don't know, Andre, you probably know. Have you seen any? Alright, so we're going to keep that as it is. What else did I get sent, right? I got a rings, Binding of Mastery. I'm going to wait for those until I can find some other rings that I actually want to put those on. I'm going to put Hidden Satyr on this neck because I never had it on this neck. So that's like a couple percentage damage increase there. And then Boots Minor Speed. I probably should have asked for a couple more of these, but we're going to throw these on the Auchenai boots because 7 burst double socket boots. The reason I'm putting this on the boots is if I've told you guys, or you guys have probably seen before in my enchant video, that Minor Speed, the classic enchant, not the one with stamina in it. Oh, that means I'm going to have to put a +3 gem or a stam gem somewhere else to make up for that because I just lost 4 stam. Damn it. Hash Brown got one epic? Okay. So basically that minor speed increase that I just put on there stacks with Ghost Wolf. So right now I'm at 110 move speed just running. If I pop my Ghost Wolf, I'm at 140, where Ghost Wolf only gives you 30%. It's not supposed to stack with things, but they do. Yeah, Hash got one recently. Okay, he got one recently. So did he farm it on a 20, do you know? Because that's like the next question. And then, oh yeah, okay, hold on. Sorry. Let's grab Stam on the Helm. Hopefully this will put me right. 2002, that's perfect for right now. I'm good with that. I also got a Ghost Iron Dragonling with some mastery on it. So we're sitting pretty with no PvP trinket, which is questionable. we're sitting right now at 27% crit, 26% haste still, 15% verse, almost 16, which thanks for the Dragonflight trinket, and 24% mastery. Now there's a couple pieces I'm gonna replace that have mastery on them. I think they're rings somewhere down the line that I'm gonna swap out. But yeah, that's a pretty good spot. I wanted to get a little bit more, and I did some. Why am I lagging? I'm not lagging. Are you lagging? Am I lagging? I'm not lagging. Minor speed is the only speed enchant. Yes, that stacks with other speed boosts. Correct. So forms, etc. Yeah, you can farm it on any 20 for the staff and then mail it. Yep. Ah, okay. So basically, let me see here. What are we running? I want to run, because I'm going to try Lashing Flames out. We're going to do a little DPS test real quick here. All right. So we're going to be running Lashing Flames and Thunder Charge. We're going to see how much DPS again. See how much I can pull real quick. Of course it's not coming up. Oh, now it's coming up. It's just updating slowly for some reason. So now we'll Thunder Charge. So we're hovering around 400 DPS. Wow. Okay. Did my agility trinket proc at all? Did any of y'all see that? There's speed burst from that fucking cloak. Still getting 374 storm strike hits, which is pretty big. Oh, there's the haste proc from the offhand. Oh my god, was that a 439 for Lava Lash? Okay. So the reason I wanted to go a little bit more mastery, guys, and I kind of explained this in the enhancement shaman video, was that 3 of your 4 main rotation abilities now. I'll hover around 33, and then we'll pop this again. 3 of your main 4 rotation abilities are all elemental damage. And what mastery does for shamans is increases elemental damage, right? It also increases Wind Fury chance to proc, but it doesn't increase it very much. It doesn't scale well. So that damage is looking pretty good to me. And that's with Lashing Flames, right? And Thunder Charge, of course. So we're gonna pop over to Forceful Winds just to humor. We'll let Thunder Charge reset. We'll reset this here. We'll get out of here. Come on. Reset all data. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can get that trinket proc right away. Oh, there's the... Okay, so the trinket proc right away. Yep, dexterity. Alright. Oh my god, everything's procking. Holy cow. 410, 420, 430, 460. Oh my god. 446, 441. Oh wow. Okay. So we're peaking out around, 450, 460. I think is what I said. Was peak. Which is fucking crazy. That's like a lot of burst. And now, I even have more health now, which is crazy. Oh wait, why do I have 1925 health now? That's weird. Okay, so anyway, we were able to peak around 450 DPS, that's pretty crazy. 445, is that what I said? So if you saw 489, okay. Yeah, with when that trinket procs, I probably could get around there. And with good forceful winds, like stacking up multiple times, that's insane. Okay, I'm very, very, very happy with where this shaman is right now. I'm gonna have to change some more gear up because I don't know what happened, but it looks like, oh, I get 7 stamina from the PvP trinket. Okay, 6 mastery from that. All right, so yeah, as you can see, peaking out at 489 DPS. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. My shaman is not on BH, it's on BWL. And then I'm gonna level up, I'm gonna drop mining, because I don't know why. Oh wait, I'll probably drop jewel crafting. It doesn't matter, I can drop both of these professions. I'm gonna grab, because I got a little package from the homies with some ghost iron and cobalt, so I can get the glider cloak and some other stuff. So this dude's all set. I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy with how he turned out. We're going to switch over to the warrior real quick and redo some of his gems. And then I'm going to get up and take like a 5-minute break or so. And probably going to come back and do some 19s. Because I don't know what else I'm going to do tonight. I have been live for an hour and a half, so I'm not going to put anything in these gloves. I'm actually just going to take them off for now, so that I don't screw that up. Oh, right. You did want me to watch that video. Yeah. My Windwalker is coming along. I'll show, he's on BH. I think he only needs a handful of enchants and he's done. But that's going to be the next video, by the way. So, Sam, yeah, I'm going to show, I'll have a Windwalker video out probably next week. So you'll get to see my build and stuff. And I want to PvP with it a little bit before I make a full-ass video about it. Alright, so this dude, I got the same thing, 2 strength, 2 stamina gems. And we're swapping everything out for this character because I have 2 haste, 2 verse, and then I have old talisites in here. So yeah, this character does not, he's only got like 111 strength, not a whole lot. So we're going to swap everything out. Thanks, talisites. Yep, Truth Bearer shoulder guards. I've got an Aurora cloak, which I'm not in love with. So I might get a different cloak that actually has crit on it. And same thing for bracers. I think I'm going to hold off on putting gems in the bracers for now. Man, I can't believe y'all let me, and by y'all I mean the people that knew me, socket this shit. Release it on a Wednesday? I'll have to release it on a Wednesday, dude. Windwalker Wednesday. We have to. We have to release it on a Wednesday. Alright, so with all the gems, I think I got a Crusader enchant in here. Oh, Tuskar's, nope, minor speed on the boots. Right. Or actually, no, you can use Tuskar's, right, on a warrior, because get off your mount. Yeah, I get a 10% from the sword, and that's the only movement speed I get. So yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, right now I'm hovering at 1991. Well, missing gloves. Obviously, I don't want to put the enchant on these gloves because there's a set of 10 crit gloves that I want to get. So yeah, F's in the chat for talisites. Dude, feels bad, man. Dude, that's kind of how it's been with all of these characters. If you're not playing one-hand fury, you don't need minor speed. So that's why I had minor speed, because this character initially was single-minded fury. So I was sprinting all over the place. It was good. Did I not ask for oh, verse double crit. Yeah, that's right. I forgot this is the trinket I have. Oh wait, that is the one I asked for. Yeah, burst double crit. Ridiculous. I'm gonna wait for the ring enchants. Gloves, I'm also gonna wait to enchant those. Bracers, major stamina. Yeah. Oh, I'm also gonna wait on those. And Crusader, we'll toss Crusader on actually. Because this is the weapon I'm going to main, because 10% move speed on a weapon. Yeah, Tuskar's is fine for warrior. That's kind of what I was expecting. So we're going to toss. We'll do that right now. Yeah, I like these boots. 6 crit. I don't know if there's any better ones out there. I'm actually just going to hold off for right now, just because. I do have Ghost Iron and Cobalt so that I can get the Goblin Glider and the Bomb Belt, because I have a healing neck on this guy, just like in the video that I've showed before, or that I've done before. So yeah. All right. So yeah, this character is basically updated. 188 stam, 144 strength, which is a little on the low side. I'm gonna swap that helmet out. Actually, oh, maybe that's why. Hey, there we go. 13 crit on a helm. All right. So yeah, we're hovering right with all this gear now. 24% crit, 16% verse, 8% haste, which doesn't matter, and 11% mastery, which is from the neck. Yeah, from the neck. So yeah. No, they both stack. So if you see minor speed increase from here, oh, I guess I don't have another example to show you. But they do stack. So I have Tuskar's on my Alliance Warrior, and I'm still at 120 speed. So those two will stack. It's different when it's a movement speed, or like a form or something, right? Those are different. Those are different. Boost from Ekant, 1 sock with 10 verse. Yeah, those boots are better, but man, I don't know if I'm gonna go for those. But I might as well save the enchant for that, right? Because that would be, man, those are really good, but fuck. I don't want to farm those out. So yeah. Oh, right, because I'm using Greca's here. I have other trinkets, though, that are better. Anyway. Oh, right. Verse double crit trinket. So we're sitting at 29% crit, 18% verse. With the Dragonling trinket. Yeah. Yeah. Speed stats now rather than percentage, exactly. The movement speed is constant. So if you look here, increase speed by 11 and regenerate 47 health every 5 seconds. The regen health isn't good for warriors, but the regen health is bis for Ret Paladins. So the Darkness Dagger with offhand instead of haste versus staff. For what specifically? Are you talking about for casters? I'm not sure. It's just personal preference. People like what they like. Just like I prefer to run Runeblade of Baron Rivendare on my warrior over anything. Priest, I think it because it works well with dot classes, I believe. So let me see which one we're talking about here. It's Blade of Eternal Darkness, right? Yeah, your harmful spells have a chance to send a shadowy bolt at a target dealing 54 shadow damage. So yeah, if you have that and like say Ele Force, for example, or you can do 14 spell power, it doesn't matter. Both of them. Yeah, that too. If you go for a main and an offhand enchant, you definitely have you get more spell power out of it. Yep. You actually get 14 spell power in BGs off of the main hand enchant. So you're technically getting 19 spell power off of 2 things rather than the 11. I think it is off of 1 staff. So yeah, that's usually why you go with a main hand offhand rather than a staff. So yeah, this one's pretty good because it does have haste first. Yeah, it's semi-bis. I wouldn't say it is bis. It is very good. It obviously doesn't have a socket on it, so it's not bis, but it's pretty good. I will say that. It's pretty good. All right. Characters are basically upgraded. I'm not going to go through and do professions with you guys because nobody wants to watch me go do professions. We're at 2090. health here. Like, the damage isn't fun to look at on warriors because it's not anything impressive until you get, like, it's not anything impressive at all. So I'll move this up here. Let's see. Do I have? Yeah, okay. 282. Whoops, didn't mean to slam there. Warrior's slow, but big crits. What was it the other day? I crit somebody. It was an execute crit for like 1600 or something like that. Absolutely insane. Unnecessary completely. But in BGs, for example, if you're looking to like carry yourself a little bit, you roll sudden death and it's a fucking I win proc. Like, you get Colossus Smash up with a critting execute. Oh, it's insane. It's insane. But yeah, I got to go through and look at why I'm. Oh, okay, right. So the gloves are different. Oh, and the cloak and that. So I'm losing a little strength on some things. But anyway, this character is pretty good. I'm gonna take a 5-10 minute break. We'll be right back. Hang out if you want to. I'll still chat, even though I'm probably gonna swap over to 19s because that's PvP, right? I can actually play right now. Oh wait, we'll watch the video. We'll watch the video when I come back. That somebody posted. It's just called question mark. So, ooh, that was loud. So we'll watch a video when we come back because I guess it's been sweeping the WoW community. It's like a good WoW video. So we'll watch that, and then yeah, warrior kill potential is a lot of RNG unless they get around 20% health. So yeah, if you can get to 20% health, it's a big thing. But yeah. I'll be right back. All right. I don't remember starting soon. That's incorrect. There we go. Wait. I've done this before. Hey. I'm back. Hey. Okay. We are gonna watch a quick video. Now I have no idea what this is about. It's called question mark. Like, you can see it right here. It's called question mark. No idea what it's about. It's 21 minutes long. All right. We're going to watch. Ooh, that's loud. Is that good volume? Or is that loud? What? Don't read chat.
Start this off by saying whatever the hell you do not look in the comment section below. Though I don't usually get many, if any, comments on my productions, the ones that are there will no doubt spoil what is to come. So go into full screen mode and let me show you this, because I promise you.
Alright, I'm not even reading
I believe
live
I've
stream
made
chat.
a WoW discovery that literally no one else has ever found. No matter how much I try to look it up, there's never any results.
Was it level
no
20s?
DuckDuck searches, no YouTube videos, nothing. And that's pretty damn surprising, considering this is a game from 2004 that we're talking about here. This is the vanilla WoW world map. As you can see, there's only 2 continents, Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. Let me ask you a question. Out of all the zones in these 2 continents, which one is the most forgettable? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it.
Eastern Kingdoms? No, probably Kalimdor.
Alright, time's up. I imagine that the vast majority of people probably answered with Desolus, Silithus,
zones.
Alterac
I
Mountains,
thought they meant the
Deadwind
entire
Pass.
thing.
You know, the usual suspects. But there's one zone in Vanilla WoW that literally
Barrens?
everyone knows about, but is almost universally forgotten. And that zone is Stone Talon Mountains.
I hate this
Stone
zone.
Talon Mountains is a contested zone that shares a border with the Barrens and Desolus. The fact that it's a contested zone is quite interesting in of itself, as despite there being many low-level Horde quests available here, for Alliance players, there's almost nothing at all. In
Yeah,
fact, I'd
there's
be
like
willing to
2.
bet that if you're an Alliance main like me, you've probably never even been here before. The zone itself has an extremely unusual design, and there really is nothing else like it in
Draftsman cloak and draftsman boots and engineering cloak for 19s.
the game. It's essentially one giant
Alliance.
valley that connects to 3 different open chasms that are completely different to one another. Due to the zone's odd layout and frustrating quests, even many Horde players tend to skip it entirely
Yeah, it's
when
not a
leveling.
fun zone.
But I'm not here to talk about the zone or even
That's where I stopped in Season of Mastery.
its quests, but something much, much weirder. We all know that WoW has a day-night cycle that is in sync with the server's time zone. If it's daytime in real life, then it will be daytime in game 2. If it's nighttime in real life, then it will be nighttime in game 2. A zone's atmosphere can change significantly depending on whether it's day or night, but this is true especially for Stone Talon Mountains. During the day, Stone Talon Mountains just looks and feels like a pretty typical looking place. A bit of trees here, a bit of grass there,
was night.
but at night, this zone, and the way it feels to be in it, almost completely changes. From the hours of midnight to 5 AM, music no longer plays in the zone. Instead, all you can hear is this strange wind ambience that sounds really freaky. What's weirder is that at
I'm waiting
night,
for a
the
jump
entire
scare.
zone has this creepy red tint to it for seemingly no reason, and there's a ton of fog that limits how far you can see.
I hate
Not
that.
sure if you can really notice it here, but the difference when it's daytime is really, well, night and day. Now obviously when I first discovered this, I was confused just as much as you probably are. Why is it like this? No other zone has effects like these at night. It just seems weird. And again, no matter how much I looked into it, no one had an answer. But that's not even why I'm making this, because yeah, it's weird, but it could just be some sort of attempt at atmospheric immersion. No, I'm making this because of a strange phenomenon that kept happening to my character here. If you know me, then you'll know that I'm pretty much nocturnal, as in seriously nocturnal. I'm always up at night and in the early hours of the morning because that's just how I like it. As a result, whenever I play WoW, it's always in the dark. That's how I noticed how weird Stone Talon Mountains was in the first place. In classic WoW, I had an orc warrior called Warzerk that I would occasionally level up to see what the Horde side of the game was like. Just a way to relax and see what I would have otherwise missed out on my Alliance main. Stone Talon Mountains was one of the zones I ended up leveling in.
Of course.
I remember being taken aback at what a weird, almost psychedelic dreamscape the zone felt like. It reminded me of somewhere where a nightmare would take place, but again, I didn't think anything of it until this happened. This is a screenshot I took at 2:14 AM on the 20th of October 2020. I'm in the Windshear Crag part of the zone, and as you can see, my character is dead. You're probably thinking that a mob must have got me or something, but no. The reason I took this screenshot is because my character just died, instantly, for no reason whatsoever. I was just running around doing some quest when he just dropped dead. At first I thought that maybe a high-level rogue had got me, then vanished or something, but I didn't see any. And according to my combat log, nothing happened. He just died. I kept this screenshot because I thought I would put it in a future production of mine, as at the time there was a lot of uproar about how badly Blizzard maintained classic WoW, with there being a ton of bots and gold sellers flying around. I figured it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for there to be bugs like this too, as, after all, this is Blizzard we're talking about here. Either way, I rezzed up and carried on with my questing before heading off for the night. 24 hours later, and I am, once again, questing in the Windshear Crag. Everything was going smoothly, until once again, bam.
He pulled 2 mobs as a warrior.
It happened again.
No, he was of course gonna die.
Instant death, no combat log, just dead. I had never experienced anything quite like this. I mean, yeah, WoW could
He's a warrior and he had 2 mobs on him. Of course he's gonna die. That's not...
be buggy, but it's never been this bad. I looked back at the screenshot I took the night before and noticed something really unusual. The time of death on both shots was exactly the same, 2:14 AM. That was just way too much of a coincidence to ignore.
Different
I tried to make
areas.
a post on r/classicwow to ask if anyone knew what kept happening to my character, but it got removed, and then I was banned for no reason. So, yeah,
Thanks,
pretty standard. I decided that this was way too much of a coincidence to ignore, so I conjured a plan. The next night, at 2:14 AM, I would have my recorder on, just in case my character died again,
Watch it doesn't
so that I
happen
would have proof
while he's
of this
recording.
weird bug in action. The following is what I captured.
It's 2:14. Oh, cat scared me.
Nothing. I waited around for a few minutes longer, but it just wasn't happening. I figured that it really must have been just a weird coincidence. Feeling disappointed, I turned off my recorder and carried on questing.
Dies.
But then, boom. It happened again. This time at 2:47 AM. 3 deaths in a row on 3 different days. But why was this one at a different time than the others? The only difference I noticed between the last shot and the first 2 is that on the last one, I was at the Charred Vale part of the zone, whereas with the first 2, I was in the Windshear Crag. So, I had another idea. What if I went to the Windshear Crag at 2:14 AM and had my recorder on then instead? Maybe there it would happen again. So, once again, I set my character there and waited.
Naked and everything. Just ready for it. He's not gonna die.
Holy shit. I now had video evidence of this so-called bug in action. But honestly, at this point, I was starting to think there has to be something more to this. Out of curiosity, I wondered that if I went to the Charred Vale at 2:47 again, if it would happen there too. Sure enough, it did.
Dude, oh, at 2:47, yeah.
2:14 a.m. in the Windshear Crag and 2:47 a.m. in the Charred Vale. I didn't know what it was, but for some reason, at those times, my character would always just drop dead. It was as if there was an invisible GM playing some sort of practical joke or something like that. But we're not done yet. At the very top of the zone lies the third chasm.
I was
the
going to
Stone
say there's
Talon
another
Peak.
time that he
A
probably
very
dies.
leafy and soothing place compared to the other two. I wondered if the weird deaths occurred there too. Sure enough, they did. 2:28 a.m. I tested this again the next day, and it happened yet again.
Are those all 15 minutes
2:14
apart?
a.m. in the
Wait.
Windshear Crag, 2:47 a.m. in the Charred Vale, 2:28 in the Stone Talon Peak. Every night, at those times, my character would die without failure or explanation. It would never happen in the valley part of the zone, only in the chasms at those exact times. This wasn't a coincidence at this point. I tried to see if anyone else was in the zone at the same time as me, but literally no one ever was. Not too surprising, as this character is on Dragonflight, which is, yeah, a very dead server to say the least. None of my
That's
friends
so
still
sad to
played,
see.
so I couldn't exactly ask them to get a subscription just to test this.
I
And
mean, you
whenever I
could.
would ask other people to come to Stone Talon Mountains so that I could watch them drop dead, they were surprisingly uncooperative. I decided to do some hardcore research to see if anyone else had noticed this, scrubbing almost the entire internet for even a nugget of information. But alas, nothing. Well, nothing, except that 2 years ago, back when Classic WoW launched, an old Blizzard developer who had long since left the company, Mike Crond, did a Q&A on the r/WoW subreddit, whereby he answered people's questions about what it was like developing the vanilla game. In his opening remarks, he mentioned that he was behind zones such as Desolus, Feralas, Ashenvale, and Stone Talon Mountains. Despite the Q&A being 2 years ago now, I noticed that Mike was very active on Reddit, albeit almost always posting about non-WoW related stuff. Now, I'm not usually one to pry, but man, if anyone knew what was going on here, it would be this guy. And I'm in
Good
way
point.
too deep to quit now. I just had to ask. So I did. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea how to open a conversation with a guy who I don't know, and who doesn't know me. I'm not a journalist, I'm a WoW player. By nature, I'm very antisocial and tend not to talk to people unless they talk to me. But this guy wasn't just gonna talk to me by himself, so I decided to try to play it cool. Didn't want to come off as too pushy or anything like that. So I said, "Hey there, is it true you worked on Vanilla WoW back in the day?" Honestly,
Good
I didn't
intro.
expect to get an answer.
Very
But
social.
shockingly enough, he responded almost instantly.
Yeah.
Yup. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess.
Chat on Reddit is weird and insanely intrusive. So when you get a message, it's like in your face.
The ice was broken. I just had a question about one of the zones. Nothing serious, just some trivia that I wondered if you could answer. 2 minutes later, shoot. Talkative guy. I've been on Classic WoW recently and leveling up in Stone Talon Mountains. I've noticed that for some reason, my character dies at set times in the early hours of the morning for seemingly no reason. I know it sounds bonkers, but do you have any idea why that is? It's been driving me crazy for days now. After I asked this, the guy just went completely silent. I'll be honest, I was pretty pissed off. If anyone would know why, it would be this guy, and he just bailed on me for no reason. I figured that all hope was lost and that I'd never know what was behind this, and with my limited audience, there was no way I could make a big enough deal out of it to try to get people to figure it out. So, case closed, I guess. Or so
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say, how
thought.
long's the video? Oh, there's still.
I am not joking with
Okay.
you. 10 months later, I get another message from Mike. The message literally just said, "The SoCal Lady Killer." I'm like, what? No response. Guy just goes completely quiet again.
That's...
The SoCal Lady Killer? What the heck was that? I thought that perhaps he had meant to message someone else and this was sent to me by accident.
Is it some,
Decided to look into it and this is what came up. The SoCal Lady Killer is the nickname given to an unidentified serial killer who is believed to be behind the murder of 3 women in Southern California throughout the years of 1995 and 1996. Though there is no direct evidence that links the 3 murders together, the modus operandi of the killer was seemingly identical in all of the cases, with the victims' bodies being mutilated in an almost identical fashion each time. The 3 women, all of which were prostitutes, were believed to be lured to a secluded area by the killer, whereby they were then murdered. Again, I had no idea what this had to do with what I am.
That's his special tell. Mutilated in almost the same manner. Murdered. Unless it doesn't just go into it because it's,
I read this part.
Reddit.
The first victim was 28-year-old Whitney Fangson. On the 2nd of August 1995, her body was found on the outskirts of the Wind Shear Lumber Mill. Police reports state that she was officially declared dead at 2:14 a.m.
That is cool, man. No kidding.
4 months later, on the 5th of December 1995, 25-year-old Sophie Riven was found in an almost identical state at a hotel room in the nearby village of Los Chared. Police reports state that she was declared dead at 2:47 a.m. The third and final victim was 32-year-old Amy Rassan, who 2 months later, on the 17th of February 1996, was found dead by climbers at the base of Sokol Peak. Police reports state that she was declared dead at 2:28 a.m.
That's
Wind Shear
crazy,
Lumber Mill
dude.
was the basis for Wind Shear Crag.
Obviously.
Los Chared was the basis for the Charred Vale. Sokol Peak was the basis for Stone Talon Peak. In addition, the timing of the victims' deaths correlate exactly.
So does everybody die in the zone at that time?
With the timing of my characters. The mystery had been solved. The seemingly random deaths are an Easter egg referencing the SoCal Lady Killer.
That's so cool, man.
But that's a pretty weird Easter egg, don't you think? I went to ask Mike what on earth made him want to add that in the game. But again, I got no response.
So 95.
But this time, it was different. You see, in the past when I was blanked, Mike was still actively using Reddit obsessively on a daily basis.
He just stopped
But ever
responding.
since that last message, he had stopped completely. Not many people know this, but the state of California actually has an online public database of all its residents that states basic information about them, such as their criminal record, driving viability, and yes, whether they are dead or alive. Well, you're never gonna believe what I found.
Stop.
Michael John Crond, 54, death by suicide, on the 13th of August 2021, the exact same day that he last messaged me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Crond, World of Warcraft developer from 2004 to 2006, was the SoCal Lady Killer.
No, stop.
Stone Talon Mountains, a zone which he designed, is nothing more than a direct reference to the crimes he committed 10 years prior to joining Blizzard. It is an open mockery of his victims, hiding the truth in plain sight while taking great pleasure in how no one else can see it. Typical serial killer behavior. But if you aren't convinced yet, then let me show you this. Every single chasm has a rare mob that is a direct reference to one of the victims. Whitney Fangson died outside of the Wind Shear Lumber Mill. Meanwhile, in the Wind Shear Crag, there's an NPC called Taskmaster Whipfang. Sophie Riven died in Los Chared. Meanwhile, in the Charred Vale, there's an NPC called Sister Riven. Amy Rassan
What the
died on the base
fuck?
of Sokol Peak. Meanwhile, in the Stone Talon Peak, there's an NPC called Sentinel Amma Rassan. The cherry on top. In the only safe place in the entire zone, the Sunrock Retreat, is an NPC called Krond. Krond, the Butcher. So the question you're probably asking yourself is, why? Why would he commit suicide? Well, the answer becomes crystal clear if we go back to the SoCal Ladykiller's wiki page. It reads, after being a cold case for over 25 years, on the 2nd of August 2021, LAPD Police Chief Ed Jens announced that the SoCal Ladykiller case had been reopened due to advances in forensic technology that may help finally bring the victims some justice. Mike Krond knew that he was about to be found out. Thus, he ended his own life as to escape justice. But folks, do you want to know the worst part about all of this? The worst part is, I just made all that up. That's right, Mike Krond is not a serial killer. In fact, Mike Krond isn't even real.
Oh.
Hell, his picture isn't even real. It was generated by an AI. There's no such thing as the SoCal Ladykiller, and my character didn't even die randomly in the Stone Talon Mountains. I just got a friend of mine to use the neutral auction house to trade me a dark rune. Hell, even the character isn't even the same. So, the question you must be asking is, why? Why did I make up this entire story? Well, you see, it's simple.
You got him.
If I can come up with an interesting and somewhat believable story that grips people enough to keep them listening for 20 minutes about the pissing Stone Talon Mountains, no less, then Blizzard has no excuse to not write a good story of their own, especially with their ridiculously overpaid writing team at their disposal. Dear WoW lore team, get it together, you absolute amateurs.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm turning chat on again. Oh my god. Wow, you guys all hung out for that. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm back. I can see chat now. What? Could you guys hear it all okay when I turned it up? Dude. What the hell, man? That was such a good video. That was insane. How many subs? This dude's like sub count has had to like skyrocket. He's only got 26. I'm gonna sub to him. Hell yeah. Go sub to this man. House Hexagon. It's only got 200,000 views? Dude, that was gripping. Wow. You didn't know I was muted? I wasn't muted. Video link? Yeah, I'll send it. I'll post it in chat here. Blizzard might have reached out to him for a job. Yeah, that was good, man. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Where's my face cam? Dudes. To shill for Raid Shadow Legends. No. All right. Alrighty. We're going to play a little bit of TBC Classic 19s on my Warrior. Wow. Wow. I still like I'm utterly taken back. Like that was so good. That was so good. Oh yeah, my chat wasn't visible. Yeah, because people said not to look at it, like just focus on the video cuz I have ADD anyway, so it would have been hard for me to actually pay attention to it. So dude, that was cool, man. Good for him for making all that. Here, I'll actually put this up here. So yeah, that's cool. That was crazy, man. Good luck on 19s. You got to hop off for the night, busy tomorrow, but see you for splits practice tomorrow night. I am 50% for splits. I don't know if you logged off already or not, but girlfriend's family moved Easter for me. I posted about this in our thing, but I'm at like 50-50 because we have dinner early that night. And I might make it. We'll see. Yep. It's like 50-50, so we'll see. Where is my damn music at? Also, why do I have display capture on? I shouldn't. There we go. And where is the music? Monster Cat, where you go? That was really good, Socks. Thanks for posting that. I appreciate you. That was I wish there was more stuff like that out, you know? Yeah, that was what the whole like 2 hours was before of the stream. We were talking about Dragonflight for 20s. Actually, I think I'm gonna call the stream here because nobody is really interested in 19s on the channel anyway. So I think I'm gonna log off and just chill for the rest of the night while I try and get some honor on my 19 so I can get my trinket. Will you have to buy Shadowlands to get in on a Chromie time? Probably not. If you're a veteran, you'll probably get the last expansion. You won't have to buy it. Kind of like how right now, if you make a brand new account, you get all the way up to BFA for free. It'll probably be similar next expansion when it comes out. So go back and watch the VOD if you guys want to see what we discussed about everything regarding Dragonflight and what it means for free-to-plays in 20s. About the new zones and stuff that we're thinking that we're going to possibly get access to. Go follow the Twitter if you want. Feel free to join the public Discord if you haven't already. Yeah, it was a fun stream. It definitely was. Yes, thank you, Dennis. I appreciate you. The shouts out to all the members and all the new members and the Persuasions for dropping the 10 spot in chat tonight too. Appreciate you, sir. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.